I want to improve football everywhere in the world. That is why I want to get to FIFA.
One of, if not the greatest football player of all time, Diego Maradona, has died at the age of 60 from a heart attack. Now, I don't normally cover sports, but I discovered Maradona's politics. So I had to cover this. The headline here from BBC, Diego Maradona, Argentina legend, dies aged 60. Now, 60 is incredibly young, but Maradona had a past with alcohol that definitely impacted his health. He had just recently gone through, I believe, brain surgery, and was still suffering from other health issues. So him passing at 60, while surprising as somebody so young, according to what I've been reading, isn't all that shocking considering the health issues that he was going through. But if you want, more information on his professional accomplishments as a football player, I'm not going to give that to you here. This is purely about his politics and why I find him so interesting. So first up, he came from poverty. Argentine legend rose from poverty to become one of the greatest ever. I'm not sure if this was part of what informed his politics, but I imagine it played a part. And as you're going to see, he's pretty awesome. Tattoo here of Che Guevara. Che Guevara, of course, being an Argentine revolutionary, would make sense that somebody who is anti-imperialist to be a lover of Che Guevara. But starting with this, 1995, this is September 1995, Maradona's Union to Fight for Justice. So this is a man who fought to unionize football. Now, if you read through this article, it is incredibly condescending. They don't take him seriously. And the angle from the article here really is that, hey, this is a very successful football player, that he just wants more and more and more, when in reality, his fight here was fighting for people who were not as successful as he was in football. And that is a fight that, of course, informed his politics across the board. Discussing FIFA. So he fought against the corruption that was in FIFA. I'm going to play a short clip of this for you here.
Y hay algo importante.
And there is something even more important that he doesn't get. That is the people who watch the game. We are talking about the most beautiful and passionate sport in the world. And it's been managed by someone who is as cold-hearted as a freezer. I want transparency. I want to understand what the people want. I want people to know what's going on. I want to end corruption in FIFA. I want to improve football everywhere in the world. That is why I want to get to FIFA. The kids in Africa, for example. I was talking to Samuel Eto'o, and he told me that they are playing on the same old pitch where he used to play when he was 7 years old. So, after all the World Cups, what's happened to all the money that was collected? There is no transparency.
So you can see from just that short interview what informed him, what motivated him, and that was fighting for people, fighting for those who were simply not as lucky as he was. And this also led to other fights as well. He came out in support of Palestinians. Quote, "I'm a Palestinian. Maradona supports Palestine's struggle." Again, these are positions he didn't have to take publicly. He didn't have to do any of this with him having the platform that he had, but he went into those fights, went into those discussions, and spread the message that he thought was humanitarian. And you see that here as well. Now I'm going to read a few quotes from him as well. This is from Redfish. They tweeted out, "As a socialist and anti-imperialist, Maradona remained a committed supporter of Venezuela's Bolivarian revolution and progressive social movements across Latin America, never losing hope in the poor and the oppressed to emancipate themselves." Quote, "I am from the left in the sense that I am for the progress of my country, to improve the life of poor people, so that we all have peace and freedom." Quote, "We cannot be bought. We are lefties on the feet. We are lefties on the hands, and we are lefties on the mind. That has to be known by the people, that we say the truth, that we want equality, that we don't want the Yankee flag planted on us." So this is a man who was so successful in one aspect of his life, in sports, in football, and used his platform and his voice to speak out on behalf of others, to fight for those who were not as fortunate as he was. This is why, apart from just his play on the field, this is why Diego Maradona should be remembered.